woes launch.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of AF24 News. Today's edition is a sports one, and we're going to be talking about one of the biggest football leagues in the world, and the English Premier League. We have a brewing title race. It's going to be like an interesting one because basically the first three teams in the league, which is Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City, in that regard, they are all separated by just 1 point with about like 10 games to go this season. So I'm joined by our sports expert here, Mr. Gideon Adonai, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the league. First of all, what did you think about this weekend's encounters? We saw the top three teams, faced off, and Arsenal got the better of everyone else. What did you think about those results?
Well, very good. Thank you. I want to categorically state that Arsenal have a lot of wonderful players, because if you saw that game, you see that they are very good on the attack, because that cross by White was very clinical, and the outside shot that he made, I was looking at that kind of fantastic player. Apart from can I call that own goal, or the mistake, the error by the goalkeeper, they would have won that game by 2-0. So I really believe that they need to be more clinical, and they have to be up in their game. If they really want to win this title, they should not allow it slip like we saw in last season.
What about during the weekend, yesterday, in fact, that's Sunday, we had Man City face off against Liverpool, and unfortunately both teams could only secure a point from that encounter. What did you think about that?
It's the same thing I'm talking about, that we need these guys to stop sharing the spoils, because when you begin to draw and you lose, or in fact if you are able to lose or to draw about 3 games, you are losing 2 points from each. So it is just about clinical games and being able to defend all through, because you scoring first and then still losing the game is nothing to write home about at this critical point, that Arsenal and Liverpool are having the same point, 64-64, only separated by goal difference. So it would have meant better if at least they had won that game. It would have been just points difference. So they are not clinical enough. I have to pull that. And Arsenal were about falling into that trap after they lost a goal. They lost a goal in that regard.
I want to speak a little bit about their chances, going forward. We know that all the teams are still, competing for titles in Europe. We have Arsenal and Man City; they are still in the Champions League, and we have Liverpool; they are still in the Europa League as well. So, looking at the three teams now, they are all just separated by 1 point. We have Arsenal in first place, Liverpool second place, Man City third place. Who do you think will make it to the end of the line as first place? Who's your prediction to win the Premier League based on their schedule and everything?
Well, looking at Arsenal have a lot of problems to deal with right now. If you look at their game, they will be playing Brighton, and in their head-to-head, Brighton, they've won these guys 3 times, and they've lost just once. So they have a lot of problems to handle. Even if you're looking at their game, Aston Villa, they are a great decider of this league title. So if Aston Villa, who are on the 4th position, they are also trying to contend. So, but that does not mean that it is going to be that easy for Arsenal, because if you're looking at who have the easier game out of these guys, you'll be looking at Liverpool, because Liverpool already, they have played Chelsea. They have other games that they will play, but that means that they have easier games, because if you are looking at Arsenal will play Tottenham, they'll play Man City, they'll play Liverpool, they'll play Brighton, and Brighton can really be heavy for them. And if you are looking at the other derby apart from Arsenal and Chelsea, you are also going to be having these Tottenham guys, because Tottenham are not going to take it easy with them in London. So it only depends on their luck, let's put it that way. So I believe that the first position will be for Liverpool based on the games they have to play. Well, as usual, Arsenal should be able to pick up in their second position, and Man City, because of their form right now, they're suffering from some fatigue and some injuries here and there, so they will be coming third.
Well, you heard it here first. Every one of these teams will be playing against in the middle of this week against Europa in the Europa League and in the Champions League. So you can tune in at the end of the week or next week for our own analysis of the Champions League as well. Also, subscribe to all our pages across social media. Actually, we give up to date news on every issue going on around the globe. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.